Hey, it's me, Vicki Marie. And I'm just going to give you a little bit of an update this morning about Anna Knezevic's case. You know, I announced to you last night that Anna's husband, David, so this is Anna. Anna, bless her soul, disappeared from her apartment in Madrid 2 months ago, over 2 months ago, probably now. And it was counted very suspicious because somebody had been seen spraying out the CCTV cameras in her apartment block. A man in a motorcycle helmet. Now, and then Anna was gone, disappeared. Strange messages came through to her friends and family that looked like they'd been translated by Google Translate. Not in her normal style of sending messages, saying that she'd met some guy on the street and connected with him and gone off to stay with him for a few weeks in a Casa de Campo or a holiday home in the outskirts of Madrid, and then she's never been seen since. So since then, the police have been secretively dealing with this case, the Spanish police, and now it turns out they've been working with the FBI because Anna is an American citizen. She was, before she went to live in Madrid last December, she was living in Florida. And she was married to David, who, I think I've got a picture of him. No. Anyway, we don't really want to see a picture of him. No, we'll show you a picture of him soon. Yeah, she was estranged from her husband. They had a business together. It was quite a nasty, messy divorce. Anna wanted 50%. He wanted to give her 25%. He then went on some sort of fire sale of all their assets. He looked like he was trying to get rid of a lot of their assets because he was trying to avoid paying, as much as possible. So this was the situation that we were at, and the police went very quiet, made the case secret. But it turns out they were working quite hard behind the scenes, and they were working along with the FBI, along with the Belgrade police, which is where her husband David lived in Serbia, and also along with the Colombian police, which is where Anna was from originally. So it turns out they've all been working together. And then over the weekend, David, her husband, let's have a look, he was arrested at the airport in Miami. Have I got a picture of him? I know there's a photo of him somewhere on here on X. So, as I'm just going down looking for it, let's see where the picture is. It was on Brian Ensign, wasn't it? So that was the story so far, and then everything had gone quiet, as it tends to do, doesn't it, when investigate? But as we know, just because things go quiet, here he is, David Knezevic. He's been arrested. He's in custody. And this is what I announced to you today. Well, I've got some more news. I'm going to prepare a video with the whole story of Anna because, as you may remember, I went on location there. I went to Madrid to have a look at the apartment, etc. And the only way, really, he could have got her out of that apartment without being noticed is through the garage, because it's such a busy road. How could he have got her out unless he came out with a mention? I know it's horrible to think about, but if she was in a suitcase or something like that. But again, there would definitely be some CCTV. So this idiot, he thinks he's cleverer than everybody else. Now, I know a lot of us wondered, did he get somebody to do it for him? Because he's got money. So when you've got money, it's not difficult to find someone, to do bad things. People will do things for money, won't they? So it's not impossible to find someone to get to do bad things for you if you've got the money to do it. Anyway, no, turns out it looks like it was him who's done it himself. So, because of course, if you do pay someone else to do it, then you are taking a chance that that person won't end up, actually talking about you. But turns out, I found an article on here. Which is the article? Yeah, so at the time when she disappeared, David, he would not go to Spain. In fact, he was in Serbia. He would not leave Serbia. He wouldn't go back to America. But for some reason now he's gone back to America. It'd be to do with money. He'll have been caught by his own greed, because what he'll have done is had to go back to America to sign something, or do you know what I mean? Like, there'll be a money reason for it. Here you go. I found the article. So, husband of Florida woman who went missing in Spain arrested 3 months after her disappearance. According to the website of Spain's National Centre for Missing Persons, Ana Maria Knezevic went missing in Madrid on Friday, February the 2nd. The husband, so now he has been charged with kidnapping, according to the criminal complaint that has been viewed by people. I'm going to try and get a hold of that criminal complaint. I've got a bit of a busy day today, but I'm going to try and send some emails, etc. She had travelled from South Florida to Spain in December following her nasty divorce from her husband of 13 years. And according to the outlet, the couple, who sometimes spell their name Knezevic, own the company EOX Technology Solutions, which offers computer support in South Florida. They've also got like a lot of properties that they rent out. So the Policía Nacional, actually I need to follow them, I think. Don't know why I'm not following them. According to the Policía Nacional website, this, what they're saying in Spanish here, is detained at the international airport of Miami, the husband of Ana Maria Henao. I've noticed they've started calling her by her Spanish name, her surname before she got married, for his presumed connection with the disappearance of his wife, and the end of an investigation brought to a head by the police, and it's been collaborated. The Belgrade FBI have also collaborated in this investigation. So I've just gone back to that. Didn't mean to do that. So that was the missing sort of post, or the missing article that was put out about, her posters were put around the area. She appeared on ATMs, when people took money out at ATMs in the area, her picture would have come up saying that she was missing. So apparently he appeared in Miami federal court on Monday, yesterday, and he'll have a bond hearing Friday, May the 10th. Hang on. Hello? So, hello? ¿Quién eres? ¿Quién eres? Pero ¿con quién hablo yo? Tú me has llamado tú, so entonces ¿quién eres? ¿Quién eres? ¿Quién es usted? ¿Por qué llamas a este número? No, entiendo perfectamente. Tú has llamado. Adiós. Okay, so sorry. Those phone calls drive me absolutely bonkers. They phone you up, they ask for you or ask for someone, and then when you ask them who they are, they don't want to tell you who they are. Okay, so yeah, he appeared in Miami federal court Monday, and he'll have a bond hearing on Friday. Oh God, I hope they don't give him bail. I don't think they will give him bail, because Anna's not been found yet either. So the Spanish National Police, Customs and Border Protection, The Diplomatic Security Service and the FBI continue their investigation. Because this is an ongoing investigation, no further information will be released, the FBI said in a statement to the AP. So his attorney, Ken Padovich, just looking like a fool now, because he was over all these social media news things saying he had nothing to do with it, he was innocent, he was this, he was that. He's not responding to anybody's call for comment. So he'd just feel an absolute twonk now himself. Because in February he told everyone that Knezevic was not involved in his wife's disappearance and was cooperating with the authorities. But of course he wasn't cooperating that much, because he would not leave Serbia. He wouldn't go to Spain, and he wouldn't go back to America at the time. Something's drawn him back to Miami, hasn't it? So the complaint, reviewed by People, which is presumed is the magazine, explains that Anna was last seen by security cameras as she was entering her apartment building on or around February the 2nd in Madrid around 2:30 p.m. And that same day at approximately 9:27, the building's surveillance camera captured a male wearing a helmet enter the building at the same time some individuals were exiting. And once inside the building, the male is captured descending the stairs while holding a can of spray paint, which he uses to disable a surveillance camera by painting the lens. Now, so we were thinking about that it could be he's paid someone to do that. But then the police, they were trying to tone it down, and they were saying, no, we mustn't read too much into it because there's a lot of robberies in that area. Anna was staying in a very salubrious area of Madrid, the Salamanca area, which not everyone could afford to live there. So anyway, apparently, so we're getting a little bit more information now that we didn't get before. So the man was then allegedly seen fastening a piece of duct tape to the lock of the building entrance to prevent the lock from engaging to allow subsequent entry. So not only, this is the first time we're hearing this, so not only did they spray paint out the surveillance cameras, but they fastened duct tape to the lock to stop people coming in. And the complaint alleges the man had physical characteristics that resemble those of Knezevic. So we haven't seen the photo of the man in the crash helmet, but apparently, because apparently you could only see his eyes. Well, he's got quite distinctive eyes, hasn't he? Let's just have another look. I think he's got quite distinctive eyes. So even though you could only see the eyes, obviously that led them to believe that it, was him. And then also, so more new information that we didn't have before is that law enforcement did a welfare check on the apartment and allegedly found multiple of Anna's items missing. And after an investigation began, well, her phone was definitely missing because whoever it was that took her, they used a phone to send some messages. After an investigation began, investigators also acquired surveillance footage that showed David purchasing the spray paint and duct tape. So he has been seen on CCTV buying spray paint and duct tape. So he thinks he's so clever. I just don't understand in this day and age how people think they're not going to be found on CCTV. Can you imagine the painstaking work that's, unless he just bought it in a shop next door or something, the painstaking work that's gone looking for surveillance footage that might have shown David, actually seen him on there. Such a lot of, it's dedicated, boring, trolling through CCTV, and just looking for that one moment that catches somebody out. And the other thing I would say is, why do people, when this, people send these phone messages allegedly from the victim, don't they realise that people notice when messages are a bit strange? And someone like Anna, who was in touch regularly with her friends day in, day out. She'd be phoning them, leaving them messages. And then to just receive those messages abruptly saying, oh, I've met this guy on the street and we've made a connection. I'm going off to spend a couple of weeks with him, but the internet signal's not very good. Boom, that's it. And she was supposed to be meeting a friend on the Monday to go to Barcelona for the day. Obviously didn't turn up. But when people are sending these sort of messages, don't they realise that these people have probably made plans? Don't you have to look through her messages on the phone and see she'd made plans to go to Barcelona? And doesn't he realise that her friend knows that, Anna's not just going to ditch her because of some guy that she's met on the street, ditch her friend who she was supposed to be going to Barcelona with. And then more news that we didn't know before. Officials also discovered that David travelled abroad on or about January the 27th. So that's, because there was a bit of controversy about that. At first he said he was already in Belgrade when Anna disappeared, but then it turned out he wasn't, and he went afterwards, or I don't know. There was so much controversy, and obviously at some point he's been in Spain, he's been in Madrid because he's been caught on CCTV. Now, of course, it probably, because although I don't think Serbia is part of the European Union, but it's possible to drive to Spain from there. I think it is all land, but it'd be a long way probably, but it's not beyond the rail. How long did he plan it for, or did he get a plane? He must have needed to show his passport to get on a plane from Serbia to Spain. If it's not part of the European Union, he definitely will have needed to show his passport. But who knows, that'll all come out in the wash, how he got there. Because he said through his lawyer he had no connection with Spain. He wouldn't go to Spain because he didn't speak the language and he had no connections. There was no reason for him to go. Anyway, officials also discovered that David travelled abroad on or around January the 27th and also later asked an employee to impersonate the victim in order to open a new bank account. I mean, is he thick or what? I mean, it's just so upsetting. We don't know what he's done to Anna. Anna's not been found yet. We have to still just hope and pray that she is still alive, but it doesn't look very likely, does it? But anything's possible. But what, go asking somebody to impersonate her to open a new bank account. Did he really think that wouldn't look suspicious? Or does he just think, he's so clever, just ridiculous. Let's share this tab so that you can have a look. We'll have a look at, so this was the missing poster, or one of the missing posters. So Sana, and I've actually managed to send Sana, her friend, a message just to say, I'm sort of happy but sorry, because obviously it's good news that David's been arrested in one way. It looks like he won't escape justice, but it's also bad news because it makes you think, well, what has he done to Anna with the, buying the duct tape and things? So it's sort of bittersweet, isn't it? It's bittersweet. So apparently Sana reacted to the arrest, saying, I'm very happy that an arrest has been made and I'm hoping this new chapter will bring clarity and that we get the answers we're hoping for. So there you go. So I just wanted to tell you that latest bit of news. As I say, I'm going to be putting together a proper sort of video right from the beginning, like, a bit like I did with the Samantha Murphy story so far. Put together a video, put all the important bits in there and leading up to where we are. And maybe by the time I finish that video, there'll be more news. I'll keep my eyes out. So today's the 7th, so the 10th of May is when he's appearing on a bail hearing. I hope he doesn't get offered bail because he's got money, so he could probably afford his bail. But let's hope they either price it so high he can't afford it, or the judge decides. I can't see that they could give him bail unless they'd be hoping that he would lead them to Anna. I mean, they'll be trying to put pressure on him at the moment to say where she is, of course. He'll have his lawyer there, he'll be denying everything. How you deny a photo of you, CCTV of you in a shop buying duct tape and spray paint when you're not even supposed to be in Spain because you don't speak Spanish, got no connection to Spain. And then the next minute your ex-wife goes missing and, spray paint's used to spray out the CCTV. Well, I don't think you have to be Inspector Clouseau to put all that together, do you? So, oh gosh, well, if this is going to be like the Patrick Stevenson, Samantha Murphy thing, if he's got anything about him, if he wants some redemption, either in this world or the next, he needs to say where Anna is and bring her home to her family. But, God knows, I mean, he's had 3 months to do something with her. Did he take her back to Serbia? Who knows? So if he took her out of that apartment in a car, so we talked about this. Did he go out, through the garage, or did he come back out through the front door with her concealed in something? In which case, there is CCTV right outside on the traffic lights. But the thing is, he couldn't really park out there. He'd have to have her in something he could carry her out and carry her somewhere else. There is no parking right outside that apartment. So the only place you can park is round the back or in the garage. Who knows what he did? Who knows what he did? But please, God. So I haven't lit a candle. I'm going to light the candle for Anna, that she gets found and brought home to her friends and family, given a chance for a decent burial, bless her. I mean, I don't know, where they would. Anyway, we won't think about that at the moment. Really, what we're praying for more than anything is that she's found safe and well. Until we have proof that she's no longer alive, we have to consider that she may be. That's, we've got to be hopeful, haven't we? Okay, the reason I'm blowing the candle out, even though I've just lit it, is I've got to go out now. I've got quite a few things going on today, so I can't leave the candle on while I'm out. Just don't want to set the house on fire. But anyway, I've lit the candle today for Anna, and prayers for Anna. So remember to live and love wisely, carefully. I'll see you really soon in the next video. And until then, may your God go with you. Thank you.